Hello everyone, my name is Jeremy Bice, and today I'm going to talk about my topic for my American Literature class here at Southern Polytechnic State University. The theme for the class is Recovering Marginalized Rhetoric, and my topic of choice was Native American literature because most of their literature was told around a campfire and not recorded on actual paper. The two authors I would like to talk about today are John Neidhart, who is famous for his encounters with the Oglala Sioux holy man named Black Elk, and Charles Eastman, who is known for being a writer, part of the medical field, and from the Sioux tribe as well, but in a different region. These authors were two of the many authors who chose to represent Native Americans in order to preserve historical facts and portray their lives and ways of living to an audience. Some of the sources I will be using are from my annotated bibliography, which was completed earlier in this semester. The first author I'm going to talk about is John Neidhart. A little background on John Neidhart is he was born on January 8, 1881 in Sharpsburg, Illinois. He was known as a writer and a philosopher. He was widely known for his interaction with the Native American tribes. His famous work was called Black Elk Speaks, which was written in 1932. This book is an autobiography of the Oglala Sioux holy man named Black Elk, who was the son of a Lakota medicine man. Black Elk describes his life and what he encountered during the majority of his life. Black Elk discussed his first encounters with the white man and how he witnessed the Indian War and how it affected his tribe, which forced him to move around and settle in different parts of the country. Thomas Perry describes this book as a storehouse of anthropological data. This autobiography does not just portray Black Elk, it portrays Black Elk's tribe as a whole. Neidhart accurately portrays the Sioux tribe and the effects of the white man had on Native Americans, from killing their bison herds to the Indian War, Black Elk describes. Neidhart was trying to portray the Native American side of history by interviewing someone who witnessed these events and how it affected him and his tribe as a whole. The next author who I am going to talk about is Charles Eastman. Charles Eastman was born on February 19, 1858 in the Dakota. Eastman is actually part of the Santee Sioux tribe. Eastman grew up wanting to become a warrior for his tribe. He was trained to be a skilled hunter, and this particular set of skills that he learned hunting is what persuaded him to become this warrior for his tribe. He was later taken by his father and put in white schools to get an education. Eastman would then go on to become a physician who worked for the government. As a physician, Eastman was sent to the aftermath of the Battle of Wounded Knee, where he witnessed what he thought was a massacre and not a battle. He found the remains of people from his tribe scattered all over the battlefield, and he talked about how hard it was to keep his composure while he was working as a doctor at this aftermath of this battle. He then wrote his famous book called Indian Boyhood, which was his way of introducing us to his Indian culture. He portrays his tribe in this book by talking about growing up as part of the tribe and how he had to adapt to the ways of the white people when they started taking over the land. The two authors, in comparison, talk in a way of preserving Native American history and cultures. They want to portray the side of the Native Americans by interviewing or actually witnessing some of the horrific events that changed their way of life. From the Indian War to the Battle of Wounded Knee, these events forced Native Americans to adapt to the ways of the white people. The main difference between the two authors is actually Eastman was part of these events, and Neidhart was just an author who interviewed someone who witnessed these events. Thank you all for listening to my video blog, and here are some of the sources that were used in creating this blog. Please leave a comment on what you think, and thank you again for listening to this video blog.